Room Tone Podcast is a show produced by us, three movie nerds shooting the shit while talking about shooting the shit.
Each episode builds upon the last, so we recommend starting at the beginning.
Now, let's make a movie.
Well, considering we've been on break for like a month, and this is our first episode back, and we're kind of going into like a review, how do you guys think we should start this off?
I think with the question of the day.
Oh,
yeah.
Good idea.
Hit us with it.
Think of a fun one.
Fun one? Okay.
Yeah, like would you rather put your dick in like a slightly too hot burrito or a slightly too cold burrito?
Oh, man. Slightly too hot.
Slightly too cold.
Interesting. See?
Drama!
Look at this. Look at how much
Hold
more
on.
interesting of content this is.
Wait, hold on. Swain, you're going to put your dick in a burrito that's slightly too hot?
How cold?
Slightly too cold.
Like under...
Whatever you find to be cold, it's slightly less than that.
So like near frozen. Like enough, like cold enough to like damage you?
Not
It sounds
less
like
than the
heat.
fire.
Yeah, less than the fucking heat that's... gonna
It's
get
like
blister
you
your
have,
dick.
like,
Curious.
You're gonna...
Oh my god!
is it
Literally,
like-
the scenario is you take like one of those like hot or cold packs and you put it in the microwave and you heat it up either like way too long and it's like burns to the touch.
Yeah.
Or you put it in the freezer and let it freeze solid and you like wrap it around your dick. Like it would either be like frozen, cold, touching, or like wrapping around your dick, or like sizzly hot wrapping around your dick.
Right on. For the same reason as before, I've just had longer to think about it. I'm going to go with too cold too. That sounds fun.
All right.
You're like, I'm fucking hard right now.
Oh my god, can we wrap this shit up?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you say too cold as well?
I did say too cold because I don't want my dick to have blisters, man.
Okay, but you wouldn't get blisters probably. Oh, it's so hard.
Let's assume that you do.
You said it's a burrito that's a little too hot.
Yeah, I did.
Too hot is
Yeah, if it's too hot for your mouth, it's way too fucking hot for your not mouth.
That's
fair.
been my philosophy for years. Buddy.
Absolutely.
That's
You
fair.
preach it to the choir, brother.
Yeah. That's fair.
Whenever I'm going to put my dick in anything, put my mouth on it first. Gotta check the
Very
temperature.
smooth, Swain. Okay, well then that's less of a conflict.
Okay, Austin, ask you.
Okay. You guys ready for a really big question, but also kind of basic?
Yeah.
Yes.
For 2023, I'm going to ask you guys, what is your meaning to life?
Oh, fuck. Didn't we already have this conversation on the podcast?
No. Have we?
What is the meaning of life? That's what we're going to talk about?
What's your meaning to life?
Hannibal Lecter next.
Not that one either? Is that good?
Fangirl. No, she said Hannibal Lecter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Let's roll with that. Like, what? If it was Hannibal Lecter, not saying it is, but like,
It is.
Okay.
Will Graham, technically.
Why Will Graham? Why is that your meaning to life?
Oh my god, no, that's not what we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk for like hours. I won't be able to stop talking.
That's the point. I want to
Yeah,
hear.
no, once you wind this toy up, it don't stop.
Vaguely sexual. Are we supposed to talk about
That's a good band name.
Yeah?
Vaguely sexual.
Lucid, take notes.
Yeah. Are we gonna talk about the show though? The movie?
Yeah, eventually.
I thought we.
Do you guys have time to pause for room tone? Yes, we're back on January 25th. Happy January 25th to all you listeners out there.
From the future.
Whoa. But we were off for the month, but we weren't doing nothing.
Hell yeah, brother.
We were staying busy running contests.
Running contests.
Slaying them contests
Wheeling and dealing
down.
them contests.
And we had a weekly contest, 3 in a row, giving out some stickers and a few of the last hats. And we had 3
winners over the week.
Lucky winners.
And our 3 winners are Tim King,
Whoop whoop.
Jake Richardson,
Whoop, whoop.
and
Nikki Little Crystal.
Whoop whoop.
whoop whoop.
Thank you to everyone who participated in the contest. If you were hoping to get a sticker or a t-shirt or a hoodie, you can still find them on our merch shop, linked in our link tree.
And where does all that money go, Swain?
Every single dollar we raise will go towards the creation of this short film. It's not going to be cheap to find actors, rent locations, and get new lights and microphones. So every purchase of our merch goes to directly supporting the short film that we've all been a part of putting together so far.
So keep an eye on your Instagram inboxes. We'll be DMing the winners on how to get their merchandise.
My name's Austin Arpeza. I'm an amateur filmmaker, and my first movie review for 2023 is The Whale. If you guys haven't seen it, Brendan Fraser did an amazing job. You never really realize how looming a bucket of chicken can be within a scene until you watch this movie.
Okay.
It's so bizarre and just very beautifully directed.
Cool.
This is the same guy who directed Mother.
Oh.
And Black Swan.
Is it Aronofsky?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Darren
Aronofsky. Yep.
Well, it's a sweet name.
That
Yeah,
is a
no
great
kidding.
name.
But yeah, I highly recommend The Whale. Brendan Fraser did an amazing job. If you like Sadie Sink from Stranger Things, she's in it as well.
Cool. Yeah, it looks really good. The trailer looked really good. I'm on YouTube a lot, so I get YouTube ads a lot, and it's like when a trailer, like when I have the ability to skip a trailer, but it keeps me invested and like I end up watching the whole thing just because I'm actually curious about the movie.
Yeah.
I always find that to be like pretty noteworthy.
Agreed. I got the same vibe too from the trailer.
Yeah.
Where like I was just curious. I find it interesting because I think when I first saw the trailer and like the namesake, I was like, okay, it's gonna be about a fat guy.
Mm-hmm.
And like his like battle being a fat guy,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
which
The Homer Simpson story.
yeah, which like I don't know, maybe that's not fair of me to say that based off the trailer.
No,
but,
that's
like,
what I thought too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like and like don't get me wrong, there's like elements of that in the movie, but like it's
not about that.
it's not about that, and like it's more so like it's kind of the MacGuffin of the movie, his
okay.
weight.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Because that's what like is causing things to happen.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting and shot in one location, pretty much in one location.
Yeah.
And like again, like just so much tension is able to be projected in such a small space, which is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So The Whale, recommend it.
Heck yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I added it to my list. It wasn't on my list.
My name is Austin Swain. I'm an animator and video production specialist in commercial advertising. And I have a stomachache because I ate too many peanut M&Ms.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I married a child.
Well, hold on. Let's
hear him out.
I was gonna say, like, let's not say that on the air.
Yeah. Where is he?
They cannot see Swain.
No, I'm grown.
They cannot see Swain. He is just a little guy.
He's right, though. I'm a 27-year-old child.
Yeah. I didn't think that was possible, if I was honest with you.
Eating too many peanut M&Ms?
I guess because, like, you know, like...
That's what I always tell myself, is that it's not possible.
Yeah.
But
You're always disappointed.
here we are.
How many did you eat throughout, like... I guess you can't count. You didn't count how many M&Ms. You should
Yeah,
next time.
Count, yeah.
I should count next time. Yeah. I had the bag. I have a big bag.
Yeah. Oh, I'm familiar with that big bag. I've definitely perused
I'm
around
also
that.
familiar with that big bag.
Yeah.
Sup? Hey. And when I get hungry, I open it on my desk and I just kind of eat 1 to 2 at a time. And
like how, like in terms of like if it was water, not M&Ms, like how far down is the glass full? You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, it's probably a glass and a half.
Oh my!
So 8 ounces.
12 ounces.
Oh my God, you totally have diabetes, dude.
Not even. You're doing fine.
What? Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Give me a break. You don't live with him.
How much sugar?
He eats a lot of sugar.
Really?
I don't know.
And he has like diabetic issues. I think
Well, I hope you figure that out. I hope you don't have diabetes.
Thanks.
And if
man,
you do,
me too.
I feel like you'd be able to manage it really well.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Although that's not me giving you permission to get diabetes.
I'm just gonna keep eating
you don't give permission. My name is Maddie, and my tiny cat Franny is sitting on a blanket on a radiator right now next to a window and a lamp. And honestly, I think that's what 2023 is all about.
Is that your goal for 2023? Is to embody Franny's
to have
vibe?
her like her sweet, easy peace. Yeah.
Oh, this is specifically for her. I thought you meant like
me.
Okay,
like, I want her peace.
You want
to give her my peace.
Yeah. You should get Maddie a little heat pad.
Yeah,
and like put it into the new couch.
Yeah,
and then like just turn it on randomly. Eventually, you'll just hear Maddie go.
Yeah, true. God, me and Maureen Ponderosa, though, I think we would have hit it off.
A couple of cat ladies.
Yeah.
Ponderosa. Oh my God, yeah.
Cats are beautiful.
Yeah, I buy that. They're pure creatures.
Do you think she's strictly? She must be strictly a cat lady.
Yeah. Doesn't she like hiss at dogs?
She turns herself into a cat.
Yeah.
That's very true.
She's a little crazy.
She's a little crazy,
She's
but like
a little coop.
That doesn't necessarily mean that she doesn't have,
pure intent.
Pure intent. Well, like love for both breeds, both cats and dogs. I feel like there's a misconception between the cat and dog world, where they're constantly fighting. They're not enemies; they're just animals.
Well, here's the thing:
they're just trying to live, man. They want to know who's who and what's what, and that's our job to tell them what's going on.
Yeah, animals.
I feel like though it's dog people who aren't cat people. Like, I feel
that's
like
fair.
When you say that you're a dog person, like, you're like, feel like usually those people are very specifically dog people. But like, I'm a cat person, but I'm also a dog person because like I just like animals.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's there's that category of dog people who's like, ugh, fucking cats, gross.
And there's that category of cat people who are like, ooh, dogs fucking gross. And it's like.
So there's extremists
and
there's extremists on both parties. Sorry, I totally interrupted you.
No, you're fine.
What was the comparison you were gonna make?
Lefty people and righty people,
like people who eat with their left hand.
I thought you meant like political.
like politically.
Oh, it could also mean that too. Because do you know how many people come up to left-handed people and say, "Oh my God, you write with your left hand"? Cat writes with her left hand. I think I said that to her like 4 times.
Yeah, dude, that's so fair. I say it to everyone.
She got very annoyed very fast.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's totally something you would do. Not remember that's like someone that's left-handed.
Yeah, true.
And keep bringing it up.
True. And I mean, I fucking hate left-handed people.
Why?
Dude, me too.
Because they're not right.
They ain't right, bro.
Fight me.
You know, I've always contemplated the thought of me not being in this world anymore.
But now I know for sure I have to stay so I can laugh at your bad jokes. God, Bill Hader could still totally get it.
Absolutely. And continues.
Like just for his like acting or just for his like directing abilities alone.
Yeah. He continues to get it. I love the idea of like on set. How often actors just like stay in character.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you hear that story so often is like, oh, like this got messed up, but like they stayed in character and just continued the scene. Like, what a trippy mind state.
Yeah. I wonder, you know, cause I don't know. Is it sort of like method acting? Would you consider that method acting in a way? Because you're like,
I think that's I wonder if that's just like professionalism or like improv.
Yeah.
Like, is that like what's asked of you?
Maybe I've never really felt what's real
Whoa.
So what are we doing here today, guys?
Man, we're back in the saddle.
Yeehaw.
Yo, we actually wrote a script.
We did. We wrote a script. A script has been written by us.
Welcome back
the Room
to
Tone Crew. Wow.
Yeah, we've been busy.
Yeah.
We might not have been putting out episodes, but
we've been putting in work. We've been putting in the grind.
Yes, sir.
Nose to the grindstone and to the table where there's coke.
There's a little coke.
That stays in.
There's a little coke.
There's a little coke. Gosh, to be a screenwriter in the 80s where coke was just like a natural part of the process.
Yeah.
We probably would have written faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably been more compelling too.
But we got like 14 pages of script.
Yeah.
It feels good.
It does feel good. Can you tell me, both of you, what were some of the challenges we had to face as we were writing?
Dialogue is hard.
Dialogue is
super hard.
It's hard to make them sound natural. Yet be funny.
It's like a combination of like you want them to talk like how you would talk to your friends, how you talk to your buddies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like you also want to make sure that each piece of information that's going out there is crucial to the short film. Because we only have a certain amount of time, you know. We can't like dick around too much with like the dialogue.
It's like you want it to be natural. And you want it to like get the story moving forward, but you don't want it to be like so blatantly expositional that it's boring.
And you like want it to be concise.
And you want it to be interesting.
Do you find it interesting that we have a hard time coming up with dialogue when we have a podcast? Like, you know, like we're constantly talking to each other. Like, I wonder if there's anything with how we speak to each other that we could use to implement in our script. Because I feel like I'm a silly guy. I'm a goofy little fellow.
You're a silly goose.
I'm a silly goose.
Sure.
I won't lie to you. I frequent the pond here and there.
The silly goose pond.
My silly goose pond. And like that's just kind of how I talk. I try to make most things that I say a joke, I think.
Exactly. It's a defense mechanism.
Yeah, defending a lot. But like I think also too though, like I think when it comes to like information and how I share it, I feel like I don't really get to the point. You know? if I'm being honest.
So maybe people are just like that.
So yeah, maybe people are like that. Maybe one of our characters are like that. You know, that's just kind of like my speech pattern.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah, I think so. I think that we're hard on ourselves. One of the challenges that I was gonna say was like trying to separate between like broad strokes and beats and like detailed decisions of, you know, like, oh, did they say it this way or that way? And like sometimes we kind of had to remind ourselves to like take that step back and be like, does it matter how they say it right now? As we're like trying to kind of still like rough in and like make sure just like that the scenes work and that the story pattern works.
I feel like you and I have had different opinions about that.
Yeah.
and maybe even you and
sure.
I, Maddie.
Yeah.
Mostly because like, you know, I don't know. For me, when it comes to like writing the dialogue, I want to like give my like actors like leeway. I want them to be able to say it in their own words, but like I also want to know what's being said, you know. And I personally like think that's like it's crucial to like give them as big a box as I can. To like work with, and if they want to hop off that box and just drag it around a little bit, that's fine.
What the hell are you talking about? I'm so confused.
He's saying he likes his actors to improv.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying I like them to improv, but like I also want to make sure that they do have a structure that they can refer to if they don't know what to say or aren't feeling that situation. I wonder if
actors hate that.
I feel like it's a mixture. It has to be a mixture.
I mean, everyone has to have their own preferences.
Yeah.
But I would say I would assume in general actors prefer to have lines written for them.
That's what I would think too.
Yeah.
I know
because their job isn't to write.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but like there have been multiple like interviews that I've seen where like people are talking about like the script, and like in the script it'll say something like Jack says something funny. and like that's like their chance to improv. So I don't think it's like wrong for us to do that. I just like something like just some sort of base, or like are looking at our key moments, like really figuring out what's being said here and how we want them to say it, compared to like the little moments where it's kind of like passing by, like, okay, well, what can we do here? You know, like how are you actually feeling as this character?
Yeah, I think that's a lot to ask of an actor.
I feel like that's you're right. I think it is a lot to ask for an actor, but I also like this has been such a taxing project for all of us for the past year.
Right, but not for them.
Not for them. No. I agree. But like I feel like it's going to be our job to direct them in a way where like we are getting absolutely the best performance that we can get out of them. If we're asking them to inhabit the character, I feel like that's kind of like part of like the process of like asking them to be an actor. You know?
That's fair. Yeah, I guess I just have no idea where that line is.
I agree.
It'll be interesting to find out.
And you know what? I definitely like am relying on you two to like let me know if I cross that line.
I feel like from my perspective and like my limited experiences, I feel like the simplest approach to this is like write a line that you are happy with, even if it's for like these little passing moments. Write a line that you're happy with, but then on the day, just like communicate with them. Be like, yeah, I wrote this. Like, I don't really care about it. So if you have anything better, like I'm happy to let you do your thing. Otherwise, just read the line as written and that'll be that. And then you kind of like open up that conversation with the actor. Like if they're a creative improvisational person, then they'll be like willing and happy to be like, oh shit, all right, I get to do something fun. And like, you know, I've seen so many blooper reels where it's like you see the same take like 3 or 4 times in a row and the like actor always has like a different line that leads into it. And like I think that that's funny as hell, but I feel like you can't like put in parentheses actor improvs here. But like
it just needs to happen.
It kind of does need to happen.
Yeah, because that's a lot of pressure.
I
have no idea what their threshold is.
That's true. And like I think a lot of that too is like based off our judgment, based off that, you know, like who are these people and like how do they need to be worked with, you know?
But I will say this, you know, we went over the script in kind of broad strokes. You know, we met up 2 to 4 times, I don't remember, throughout the break. And, you know, we had some pretty long writing sessions and we got through the script in broad strokes first. And then we kind of went back on a revisions pass. And I really feel like the dialogue started to feel better on that second pass. Like there are some scenes, I was reading through the script today and there are some scenes that I'm like, damn, like if this is how the final film ended up, like I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
Like when David opens the door, it's very funny.
Swain, are we going to do it? Maddie, are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? Are we going to show the motherfucking script?
Oh, script drop. ...
So far.
Yeah. So in a link in the description, you can find a link to the current version of the script. It's a rough draft. The dialogue's not there.
Nope.
But it's got the scenes and it's got the story beats that we believe will turn into our final product.
Yeah, we're getting the blueprint together. This is so exciting.
Like, it really is.
A script. Holy shit.
It really is. And like honestly, I feel like I agree. Like the dialogue is rough. Like once we like go in and like really start to like hit that, I honestly feel like we're like there.
We're going in business,
We're in business.
Cha-ching.
Get cards, open the windows, put out the mat. We're in business.
Hell yeah, brother.
Wow. That was really detailed.
Thank you. I've got this whole plan. You need business cards, you need windows, and you need a welcome mat. And then you can make some fucking money, okay?
Yeah, so do we want to talk about some of the new things that we added to the script?
Yeah, let's. I'm excited to kind of show off some of those new ideas we've had.
Who wants to start?
I can start.
Maddie, start.
Hell yeah, brother.
Start us off, baby. And you can follow along by clicking on the link.
Let me tell you guys right now, the liberal elites do not want you to see this script because it will turn the frogs gay.
Part of the script that I like.
What was that?
Sorry. Just like totally switch gears.
Oh, this is great. I don't know. I like this.
Basically, Zoe gets to the door and now we have a sequence of David and Lonnie kind of like harassing her at the door and interrupting her before she can say anything. So like, for example, she'll go like, "Hi, who are you?" I'm Zoe. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
I'm catering, like very just...
Doesn't let her talk.
Doesn't let her talk, but is like constantly asking questions.
Yeah.
And eventually the joke ends with Lonnie asking the same question as David asked, which is, where's the food?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that part is so funny, like just the way that it's written. It's such like a simple joke.
It really is. It's just, and it also kind of like shows like David of this kind of like intimidating asshole, impatient, you know, and Lonnie's kind of there playing off of it, back and forth. I like that like small little just profile that we get.
Yeah, it really shows who these people are.
Yeah.
And for those following along, that's scene 2.
So what was being replaced from that particular scene? Like, what was the original thing? We were just having Zoe walk up to the door.
I mean, originally, Carol answered and let her in.
Carol,
the drunk mother. Yep.
Oh my god.
The original.
Yeah, the original idea was Carol answers the door. We wrote out Carol, and then I feel like I feel like at one point we said that Donnie was going to open it, and then I feel like we kind of went between David and Lonnie.
Yep.
And I feel like when we went into our writing session, the consensus was like they just weren't going to say anything. Yeah. They were just going to kind of stare her down and then walk in the house and let Zoe fight for herself.
From when we changed the story the first time.
Yeah.
Yep. Just so like a little track of like
because we had this story with like 8 characters and 1,000 scenes and the Ugly Baby episode. We end up kind of changing all that. So
very tough conversation, but it was a conversation had. I think it's for the
better.
Yeah, I think was like a whole like different multiverse.
Yeah, dude.
Like there's a multiverse where we made that film.
No kidding.
And we're broke.
Yeah, we hate it.
We hate it. No, we like it.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, no, I think and that's actually like the scene I was thinking of when I was like when we went back and like started to really kind of like dial into the dialogue. Yeah. I feel like it really started to work and like I really like how that scene's written.
Agreed. Swain, do you want to say what scene you like?
Yeah, I want to draw that out a little more.
Hey.
Rude.
You're right. I'm sorry. I do want to say that I'm excited. We wrote in a new character.
Yes.
Named Female Lover. And that's all I'll say about that.
That's fair.
No, the thing that I'd like to talk about that's kind of a new idea for that kind of came up in the writing process is just a shot.
Yeah.
Or a setup. The shot that I'm looking at is at the end of scene 8. Scene 8 is the dinner, and it's basically the big twist is when Zoe wanders off, finds out that they're in a cult, and eventually is killed. And the shot that I'm really excited about is, you know, we've been setting up the joke that the door doesn't open, like the handle kind of sticks, yada yada. And so when she runs away, she ends up getting stuck at the door. And it doesn't open, and that's what ends up killing her. We also talked about how now that things are kind of horror and spooky and violent, it's nighttime and it's darker. And so the shot that I'm really excited about is like her getting to that door and it sticking, but like the warm porch light is shining through like stained glass or like some sort of decorative glass. And I feel like we can find a way to just like get some really interesting shadows on Zoe's face as she like gets killed essentially. Yeah. And I can just see like these really cool like glass shadows across her face. And we even talked about like the blood sprays the window and dyes the light red, just like in X, which Maddie brought to the last episode.
I'm really excited to see that scene too and how that plays out. Like I think that like not necessarily replicating that, but like, you know, trying to draw up our own interpretation of what that would look like. Like that's gonna be really fun during the production process of it, and like figuring out the lighting and figuring out, how can we block the light where like it can just like hit her, or if it's just like a silhouette of her.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be a bit of a puzzle. It'll be more like product photography where it's like the light has to be in a very specific spot and like no one can go outside their mark.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be worth it.
I bet we'll have fun making that.
Absolutely. And I think that's what it comes down to is like we've said so many times that we want this to be like a stylized, interesting, like fun shoot. And I feel like we're working our way there.
Great.
Tell us about something that you remember from the writing process that you're excited about.
So the scene that I brought to the table today, it's one of the first scenes that we talked about when deciding to do this family comedy. That is the Lazy Susan introduction scene where we meet all of our characters. When we were writing, we were asking ourselves, like, how can we accomplish getting to know these characters or highlighting a feature within these short, brief clips, make it effective, but also fun? I think those were the words we were talking about.
Yeah.
Or the words that we were saying over and over again. And we decided that it would be a really fun idea to kind of show where everyone was when they heard the news that their father died, and kind of like what they were doing and their reactions to that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very telling. It's very telling of like the relationship. It's very telling of who they are. And I'm really liking that direction, and I'm really happy that we course corrected.
Yeah. Well, I remember we kind of talked about with so many fewer characters now. Like we used to have a cast of 8 characters.
Yeah.
And it's like it made sense to do this huge introduction of like, this is Bob. He grew up at 4 years old and now he owns a TV set. This is Gina. It's like, you go through that whole thing, and now that we're literally introducing like 2.5 people, since Donnie's kind of the one doing the introductions, it just wasn't practical. We made it effective to the story and like concise, but we like I like that we made it funny. Like we kept it light and I think that like it really fits the vibe with what we want. And that is scene 3.
That is scene 3. That's that introduction, scene 3. I don't know. You tell me, roomies, when you're reading our script.
Yeah, you read the fucking script.
Figure it out, roommate.
It is scene 3, introductions.
Scene 3, introductions.
I hope you guys enjoy the script in its current state. Again, be kind. It's a work in progress. But we're so excited to show it off.
To access the script, go to our link tree. You'll find a Google Drive link. Thank you again for joining us, and welcome back.
Welcome back.
We are excited to have another good year of fun, love, and production.
Production com.
I don't know what I'm saying. I guess I'm saying like I'm happy to be here with y'all, and I'm happy for all of us to take this journey together.
We're excited for the next steps. I feel like we've got a real fire under us at this point, and we're pumped.
Until next time, pause for room tone. Sorry, I'm feeling antsy.